Thank you, Chair. People in this country are scared, Minister. People in this country are scared about what you have done in this country with lack of information to people. This Pact signs up for almost 30,000 migrants coming into this country. And if we don't accept the migrants, there's a clause on it that it's €20,000 per head that we don't accept. And if we don't accept the 30,000, that equates to €600 million in fines. That's what it comes down to in this country. When it came to the Ukrainian crisis, this country, this brilliant country of ours in Ireland, by head of capita, we took in the most people into this country, up to 86,000 people. People opened the doors of their houses, gave them rooms, they accommodated them wherever they could in this country. And as a small island and as a great island, they put their heart in their sleeves and they put their hands around the Ukrainian people and welcomed them into their homes. A lot of those people are still here, but some of them have gone home. Some of them are actually working here and are now making a life here. Ireland has always been a place where people came into this country and to further their careers, and we'll welcome that. It's in our hospitalities, it's in our hospitals, in our businesses, all across the country. And I've worked with all these people that wanted to further their career by coming here, as the Irish went to other countries and done the same. And again, I welcome that. In every sector of the workforce in this country, we have people that migrated here for work. The problem we have here in this country is for decades and decades, your government, going back for decades, have never invested in infrastructure. And when people came here, ye told the people of Ireland that ye would put in services, GP services, recreational services, and that you would support the people in Ireland so we could actually welcome in people into this country. The problem here is the infrastructure in this country is not capable to take the amount of people that we've coming in. And that's why there's people now this very minute in tents along streets. As I said, Irish people welcome people when we can accommodate them. But at the moment, through the failure of your government and the previous governments in failing for infrastructure in the towns and villages and the cities around this country, we have no infrastructure for people. So when we get a mass amount of people coming into this country, into the towns and the villages, and you land on with 200 people and you said they're coming in here, where there's no adequate bus services, where there's no GP services, where there's not enough accommodation within the school services, that's where the problem lies. And you don't even tell them they're coming. That's what's wrong. That's all that's wrong. And in this pact that you have, there is an opt-out. 70% of the European rules are made in Europe for Ireland. 70% of our laws are being made now in Europe. And the failure of the European candidates that have been out there at the moment to protect Ireland is showing. They've sat in their hands. They've never opened their mouths. And now it's coming election time, they said they're everywhere. But there's a change coming for them too. It's like your government. In the last two referendums, 70% of the people voted against ye because they didn't believe ye. They don't believe now in the people in Europe, and now they don't believe in ye. That's what's wrong. And it's okay if I have an opinion, and there's other people in this house who have a different opinion to me, and that's fine. But I'm standing up for the people here in Ireland would welcome everyone if there was a proper infrastructure in place and you had lived up to the promises that you had been giving for years. For years. One of your councillors retired after 39 years, and on his manifesto, when he came in 39 years ago in Limerick, was that they were going to upgrade the sewage plant in Askeaton. It's still not done. 39, and he's retiring. That was on his manifesto when he first got elected. That's what's wrong with this country. No infrastructure. Now we have a government that they don't, everything you say, it's for election mode. They don't believe you anymore. You've forgotten the people of Ireland. You forgot to invest in infrastructure. That means that Irish people could welcome everyone if you had done what you had promised for decades. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Deputy.